Hi Sharks, my name's Jonathan Wilson and today I would like to share with you my idea for an underground parking facility here at Clemson University. We believe that not only will this facility solve the parking problem that so many faculty and staff as well as students experience on a daily basis, but it could also make Clemson University a lot of money in the long run. So first, what is underground parking? As the name suggests, underground parking is a parking facility that's under the ground rather than a high rise above the ground like a normal parking garage. Underground parking solves the parking problem that so many experience here at Clemson University. If you ask any college student or staff here at Clemson, they'll tell you that one of the main problems they have with the campus is that there's usually no parking to be found whatsoever. So we believe that to solve this problem, we should put 5 levels underneath each commuter lot that will not only help the day-to-day commuters find parking, but would also be a huge moneymaker come football season. One of the biggest problems people have with adding parking garages to Clemson's campus is that it would remove parts of the aesthetic from the campus that so many enjoy. It would make it look more urban or dirty, and they'd be harder to maintain. But putting these parking garages underground would not only help students be able to find better parking, but in the long run, come football season, you could rent out these spaces to different tailgaters and different football goers and make a lot of money in the long run. Using underground parking rather than a traditional parking garage keeps Clemson's campus looking nice while creating more than enough parking. So what's our market? Who's going to be buying this? The main and only customer we've targeted for this project is Clemson University and its students. One of the main issues, as we said before, that most Clemson students have is the parking, or lack thereof. Many faculty and staff struggle every day because they can't find a parking spot, or they are just a few minutes late to work or class and end up spending 30 minutes looking for just a parking spot. And if you park in an employee spot or you park somewhere that is off limits to student or faculty, you're immediately towed because of Clemson's very prestigious yet very hawkish, I guess you could say, parking services. They'll get you with a ticket before you even have time to get to your class. And no one likes paying that extra parking ticket, especially when we already pay so much money to come here in the first place. So, not only will students no longer have to worry about parking, they can also feel that their tuition money is being put to good use. And that's a very important aspect to us. We believe that when coming to college, it's a lot of money. It's very expensive. So you need to feel like your money is well spent. And we believe that Clemson implementing this will not only justify their very high prices of parking for not enough what they have already, but you can charge the $175 to $200 for a parking spot and it be justified because students will have access to that parking. They'll never have to worry about getting to campus too late and not being able to find a spot and missing a class or something like that. So it really makes you feel like your money is well spent and that Clemson's doing everything that they can to make sure that they're using your money to its fullest advantage. So next is our market. The parking market is not very big as there's only so many ways to create spaces for parking. You know, you've got your traditional parking garages, you've got our idea of underground parking, and that's really all that's in the parking market. I mean, you know, they're coming up with stuff like parking boats where you could park huge ships off the coast and like people park there and walk around for the day, but obviously that wouldn't help Clemson as we're nowhere near the water. So our main competitor would be the company that Clemson already uses to create parking lots, as well as Clemson themselves. Because we're not really exactly sure who Clemson uses for their parking already, but I'm sure it's someone that they've had for a long time, so we would have to compete with them. But our innovative style and what we're doing with this project would kind of it'd be doing something that they wouldn't be able to do. So we feel very confident that Clemson would go with us in this aspect as we're very precise and very aware and very knowledgeable of how to do this and what we're going to do with it. So once that competitor is knocked out and we've gotten an agreement from Clemson, then we would assume that they would use us for the rest of their parking long after this is over. So, maintaining, or if, somewhere down the line they would like to add even more underground parking, we'd be there to foot that bill as well and be able to take care of them in that aspect. So how will we win them over? What's our pitch? What are we going to do to make sure that we capture their attention and we make them interested in this product? Well, first, we've been preparing an extensive pitch that not only shows the research on underground parking and its effectiveness, but as well as the benefits it will bring students and staff. Emphasis on the benefits, because that's really what we're all about. We here at the underground parking facility are Clemson students ourselves, so we're really passionate about this project. We really want other students to feel that their money is well spent, and we feel like Clemson cares about that. Clemson seems to be a college and a community that really cares about the people that are involved with it. So we think that by showing them that yes, this might be expensive and initially, it can not only make money in the long run, but it's going to make your students a lot happier. And we feel like that would be that's something that Clemson would really take pride in and something that they would really feel is needed. So next we would ask to meet with as many directors and members as possible, including President Clemens, to expand the reach of our pitch to everyone and make several people feel involved, because we feel like that's very important. We not only want to extend this to the people that would be purchasing the item, but we want to extend it to everybody. We want everybody, including parking services and teachers and faculty and everybody that feels interested in sitting in on this pitch. We would want to invite them and make sure they're there so that everybody's aware of what's going on, and we want everyone to have an opinion and everybody to come together and make this decision as a whole rather than just a few exclusive people up at the top. We really pride ourselves on inclusivity and making sure everyone feels involved in this decision. And after our pitch, we would continue to follow up with these members, see where they're at in the process, try to make them let them know that we're very thankful for their time, and we would send thank you cards to everyone in attendance and make sure we, catch the names of everybody, and we just try to be very personable to try to persuade them, make them feel like we're a part of that Clemson family as well. And so lastly, we have the business model. And our business model, all of our building and construction would be in-house labor and resources. So we like to do everything ourselves. We like to keep it in-house, and we don't really want to go outside of our own reach, our own facility. And so we've done a little math. We've come up with a solid number for how much this is going to cost. And we really think it'd be fair. It's a fair price to Clemson. So each commuter lot has about 100 spots. And each one of those spots is 9 feet by 18 feet. So the cost per square foot to build our underground garage is going to be $51.73. So therefore, coming up, doing a little math, the total cost for an underground parking facility would be around $838,026 to build each garage. So we would charge Clemson $1,838,026 for each level of this garage, making about $1 million in profit for each one. And this is still much cheaper than other construction companies. That would cover our base cost. It would cover how much it costs to build it, and it would also give us a good amount of revenue to be able to pay everybody involved on the management side and make sure that we have enough money coming in revenue-wise. And so lastly, if this model is successful, hopefully we can venture into other colleges as well. We really think that our emphasis on community, making people feel involved, as well as making college students feel like their money is well spent and being put to good use, is something that every college should enjoy, not just Clemson. So we would be looking to expand if that turns out to be a possibility. So Sharks, we'd like to thank you for your time and thank you for listening to us. Once again, we're very passionate about making people feel involved, and we have a very laid out plan. It's a very tedious process that would take a lot of time, but I think at the end of it, it would make everyone feel that their money is well spent and that eventually Clemson can make back the money they've spent on this project by, as we said, charging money for spaces come football season or charging for other sports in other seasons. So again, we'd like to thank you for your time, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us, and Thank you very much.